So I'm out on the power lines again. It's the end of the day, Sunday, and a couple things are going through my mind. Number one, I got to talk to a whole bunch of old friends from back in the day, all my tech friends. We're all talking about video and some of the video we do. A lot of people do very fancy video. I am not above just pulling out my camera and holding it in my hand for a bouncy walk, or using a couple hair scrunchies to put it on the rear view mirror. Today we were talking about doing the video, and I said to a gal I know out in Denver, a real estate agent, Amy Cesario, I said, I just usually talk about stuff that's going on in my business, watching the dog. Every once in a while we have bobcats back here. I talk about things that are going on in the business, and some of those things are really, really great things, and some of the things, every once in a while we have some crazy stuff happen in business. So before I even begin this story, selling someone's home is not about me, has really nothing to do with my feelings or anything. However, every once in a while we'll get a seller that'll say something like, well, let's just try it for a couple of weeks, and if we don't get much traction, we'll take it off the market. And I'm like, I know that there's probably our share of real estate agents out there that don't make this business look the way it's supposed to look, but I can tell you, in every major city, the amount of years I've done this, 2 decades, people who do it the right way, and the way they market homes, and the expenses and the subscription services they use to market and syndicate homes. It is not an inexpensive business to be in. It's an inexpensive business to get into. It is not an inexpensive business to stay in. Especially if you're somebody that does it very well. So to take a listing in to only just try it for a couple of weeks doesn't work for somebody who does it for a living, who does it the right way, who does it and knows exactly what their expenses are. So for me to take a listing, I mean, even before the general population knows that it's for sale, there are hundreds, often thousands of dollars spent just in time, and nobody sees the time because it quietly happens at offices, doing the research, doing the market analysis, lining up the ads, the photographer, whether it's a drone, a video, cinematic video. You just don't even know. I mean, I could spend a few $100s to a few $1,000s just in photographs on a listing. So that's why agents don't take them for a few weeks. I mean, you will always find someone that takes it for a few weeks, and you will get your money's worth, I guarantee you. So, and I've had that happen before, and I even had somebody, quite recently, who had a beautiful condo, and I wasn't the first agent. I was the second agent that had it listed, and when I finally did realize a buyer and execute a contract, the seller didn't want to sell. She'd actually executed the contract. I'm like, well, you signed the contract. You just can't change your mind. It's a sticky situation when you get to that. And I thought about it so much after the fact. I'd spent a lot of time. Some of these finer homes, or homes where it is fob entry into beachfront buildings, we are there for every single showing, and we are there for a couple hours for every showing, getting everything prepped and ready, and being there when the buyers show up with their agent, and locking everything down the right way. And I would say that property had been shown maybe 18, 19 times. So, that's a lot of time to just say, well, I'm really not feeling it. Well, this is one of the things that I always try to explain to people. You have to really make sure you're doing what you want to do, because it is not a public service. We don't get paid unless we sell real estate. And we love to work hard. We do. We worked hard for a long time, and we love to work fair. But we don't like to work for free. And we don't like to work for somebody to just simply change their mind and decide not to sell, or try to find a way to get out of a contract, or what have you. So that's one of the reasons why most agents, including myself, don't take super short listing periods. Just to get the wheels turning and to get everything ready takes a considerable amount of money. And it's not worth it. I have turned listings down for that very reason before. And that's it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and say hello to everybody who's watching on video. We stirred up a nest of people back from the old school in one of our groups, So if you're out there, just say hey and link up your Facebook page if you can in the comments. Talk to you soon.